Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, welcome to the weekend video. As you can see, I was kinda creative again. I did a new 3D model and it is, yeah, who would have guessed it? It is stilettos again, it is high heels again. This is because I found an image online, and I will actually show the image because I can also rant a bit about AI. Not because I don't like it, but just because this shows so much where the issues are, and I actually don't even know why people would upload this. So with that said, let's get into the image a bit before we go back to the actual modeling. At first glance, the image is fine, looks nice, whatever, but you can quickly see the issues that are here. There is asymmetry in the horns, and for example, one detail that I saw really quickly was that the leg, the leg is twisted, but the foot is not, and then it is the right foot on the left leg, which is something that an actual artist would not make. And then let's get onto the hands. Need I say anything else? These hands are absolutely atrocious, and yeah, this is one of the things why I do not understand why people actually upload all their AI art, even if it has such obvious issues. And this is why I'm still hanging on to, like, this is not the only reason, but this is an obvious reason to still hang on to traditional art, to learn traditional art, and to actually do art yourself, because it is you're still way better. And I will need a lot of time until it actually catches up. There are some good products, there are some good programs, there are people who can make good stuff with it, but it is not like everyone can just pump out art. So there is a lot of value in still actually doing your own thing. And this is what I did. I actually really liked the shoe I saw, because she only has one shoe, the other foot is barefoot apparently, which in the background I don't know why, whatever, but yeah, the one she had I really liked from the style, so I made a new pair of shoes. I made one and I copied it, yay. You can see the base is really the stiletto sole with a cover for the foot where the toes bend, and a cover for the heel, and then I went on and added the main fabric around the ankle. It's relatively simple. As you can see, I left a lot of space in between the fabric and the actual leg, and yeah, tilted it a bit just to play more with the form of the foot here. I dissociated the center and made the overlap because I wanted it to be close to the art that I took for this, for the reference. And in hindsight, I could have actually added a bit more detail here. For example, the faces that are currently front to us, I could have divided them one time, just to have a better curve around the leg. But overall, yeah, would have been a minor detail to add, and it still works. It's still looking good. There is a render at the end if you want to see how they came out. Really happy with this one. It's a bit more detail, but I actually went back from the idea of doing backgrounds with AI art, because there is a distinct issue with that, and that is mainly that the style of the background and the render are not very communicating with each other. They're not very working with each other. And secondly, there's always the issue that it looks actually more uncanny than when I just take a plain background from the ones I already have and render it in front of that. So that's why I decided to go back on that and go back to actual normal backgrounds, but I started adding more props to the whole thing whenever I felt like it. Yeah, with that done, the band, the ring is just really a simple ring around the or just above the ankle, and then I went for the detail. And in the picture it looked like some kind of half a sun or something, and I thought this was really interesting, so I kind of went with that design, like half a sun, where the sun beams come out sideways. And yeah, basically just a little bit of playful design that I then added onto to give this a bit more detail to have. And yeah, I didn't really like copy paste the original, but I tried to, or yeah, worked with it. Here I'm trying to make a gem stone for the socket, but yeah, one of the issues was that this didn't really fit with what I wanted to, and also the gemstone was very small in hindsight, so I added an additional object that would serve as the gemstone socket. You can see this here, and I decided to go for the usual heart shape because it's just thing. Again, in hindsight, the heart is very long, very high, and not very broad, so this should have been much broader to actually convey the heart shape. This is something that I also saw in the final render, but I decided I'm not going to touch up on it. I'm just going to have it like it is right now and keep it like that. Yeah, the second diamond shape is also something that is in the AI art, the AI picture, and yeah, I decided to copy as much of that as I can, as I wanted to, because I still wanted to give reference to the art, to the picture, and yeah, that's why I copy pasted so much of it. But yeah, instead of just having the AI do it, I had to manually model this by hand, so there's still some work inside it. One of the issues that I started having here is I tilted the flat surface of the diamond socket before I made it a 3D object, which reverted the internal coordinates back to the same as the world coordinates, and that gave me a bit of trouble when I copy pasted part of it for the gemstone. So I had to play around a bit to actually make that fit correctly. But yeah, lastly I decided I'm going to add some chains, just because this is a thing that I do. This is a theme that is a lot of my models. It's just something I really like as a visual thing, so I decided I'm going to add a chain, and in this case I decided I'm just gonna do some rings and tilt them slightly and put them more or less flat on the whole thing, so that it is visible from the top, that you basically have not, usually you only have half the chain links visible unless I use the very specific double link that I did, which I don't want to use every time. So I decided I'm going to mix this up a bit, and I'm really happy with how this looks. Finally, I decided I'm gonna add a bit of pizzazz to the heel, and what I basically did is I just created a spiral around it, that is in the very end connecting to the heel itself, which just gave me a bit more trouble because I had to actually look how close is this to the heel, and it wasn't really that easy to see. But yeah, the whole thing is basically wrapping around the heel here. So yeah, this is just another thing I added because I found it really cool, and we are going to the remapping right now. I made this relatively easy. I didn't really do any editing because I knew I wanted to throw flat colors and everything, more or less. And yeah, the whole thing is not very complex, at least not from the UV standpoint. I could have made more elaborate UV maps, but it is what it is. I'm really happy with this, and yeah, that's it for this video. That's it for the whole thing. I really had fun getting back into it, and I will do more stuff over the week and the next coming weeks, so more content. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe. I'll see you guys around.